The Ultimates, issue number 12. Let's get into it. A diabolical genius known as the Maker used a time machine to create his ideal Earth by systematically preventing anyone from ever becoming a superhero and by establishing a secret council of supervillains, the Maker's Council, that rules the world from the shadows. But now the Maker is gone, locked away for the next 7 months by the inventor Howard Stark. Howard's teenage son, Tony, took on the codename Iron Lad and began recruiting a network of heroes to fight back against the Maker's Council and prepare for the Maker's return. Recently, Maker's Council member Hulk brutally defeated this network of Ultimates. Doom barely managed to rescue them, except She-Hulk cried out that he arrived too late. Iron Lad was dead. Miraculously though, Tony survived, and after months of grueling recovery, he is ready to return. It's dangerous for me to be talking to you. You have nothing to worry about. You're protected, sheltered in the palm of hand. Now, what have you got for me? Tony, Iron Lad called a meeting. The entire network on the satellite? No. Half of us were there remotely. After what happened in heaven, they never assemble the entire network all at once. They've learned. All right, start from the beginning. What happened at this meeting? This is what happened. And we see Tony Stark and the rest of the Ultimates being defeated by the Hulk and his crew of martial artists. Tony, what? That's my nightmare. How did you get footage of? Our nightmare, Janet. Remember, we are all meaning to see someone about them. But did I think? Well, Hank, nobody specializes in terrorist post-traumatic stress or nightmare of Hulks rampaging through heaven. Not just a nightmare. Tell them, Doom. Tell them, or I will. Doom looks stoically and doesn't say a word. Fine. Tony, what's going on? Since I fused the Mortis engine with my nervous system, freezing myself forever the decisecond before death, I've been catching up on what I missed. The engine allows me to see through time, while sometimes I'm still figuring things out. When I look back on that day, the day I saw two versions of events superimposed, like two competing signals, one growing stronger as the other faded out. One in which Doom got us out just in time, and one in which he didn't. And we see the head of She-Hulk being decapitated by the Hulk. The Wasp is left smashed on the ground, and Ant-Man looks in horror. Then we see the burning husk of Hawkeye, and he looks shocked as well. And Ant-Man, but in the form of Giant Man, with the size of a Hulk to the center of his stomach, showing him dead, as Miss Van Dyne looks on in shock. Ugh. It was all a mess, a very messy mess. By the time I found out, what I found out was unacceptable, so I intervened. That is what happened, but it didn't have to be, and it isn't what happened anymore. I saved your lives. You are welcome. Welcome? Wait, you're saying that really happened? I thought I was all screwed up in the head, man. We all died? That's messed up. I knew you died, Tony. I knew. You've been lying to us, Doom. You've been lying to us all. And you broke our agreement. I saved your lives. I saved the Ultimates. Our agreement. You should be kissing my feet. Everything I have done for the cause. And what about Project 4? All that time, supposedly working out the correct dose of cosmic energy. All a lie. Those poor dead mice. All that time, you've been trying to break through the Maker's barrier to radically change the past, all behind our backs. If you want an explanation, I will give it to you happily. But if you seek contrition, I am afraid the capacity was long ago cut out of me. I am Doom. You must accept this, and it means as I have. You're irresponsible. You could have destroyed everything. You know what happened to the Guardians? You could erase this world. And what in this world is so worth saving? Tell me. Fix the world. Those were your words. This is the supposed purpose of the Ultimates. Well, I am trying. Can you say the same? Can any of you say the same? Hold on. Rewriting reality? Killing ourselves? Isn't that a little extreme? This is not what I agreed to. I admire the ambition, But did you even have a plan for once you broke through? Yeah, like how you getting your family back gonna help the rest of. Just tell me, is that why you took us out after he? Crunch! Were you trying to cover your tracks? Is it really what you think of me? I don't know what to think. It seems a bit convenient, doesn't it? I'm the only other one who could have understood what you've been doing. Why else would you let that happen to me? I tried, Tony. It was just separate space and times. I had to save you without uncreating myself or this version of myself. The further away your death were from me, the more difficult that becomes. The more enmeshed with your death became with my life. With every passing second, the calculations became 10 to the 23rd times more complex. I tried to get you out from the beginning. I tried to save you. But even with a time machine, I ran out of time. Everything I touched, all doomed. I miscalculated again. And I won't work without you. None of it works without all of us. Okay. I had to save you, even if risking doom. It's okay. It is not okay, Anthony. Nothing is okay. Don't you see? It is not working. We haven't made enough progress. Not close. We're running out of time. We have incredible intelligence from the far future that we've already lost America. He's right. I've seen it myself, and I'm not sure if it was real. Don't ask me how. I'm just sure. The engine lets you see into the past. What about the future? Can you confirm? I've been trying. Everything after the city opens up. It's just white. That's ominous. You're right. If I can break the Maker's barrier, I will save my family. Fix at least one piece of this world. Isn't that what we all came here to do? I will make a better world. In this one, even this place not meant for me. A world without doom. You haven't thought this through. God, this is basic complexity science. Your actions will have unpredictable, unintended consequences. They can lead to something worse. As is true of any action we might take, and yet still we must act, even with a complete knowledge and a knowledge of our incompleteness. You are all talk of revolution, but when the decisive moment comes, even knowing we will fail, knowing for an absolute certainty, you refuse to take the necessary steps. What are you waiting for? The world is a prison. What do you have to lose but your chance? That is why I lied. And, obfuscated, I knew you would not approve. But I knew, also, that I was right. Radical action and imagination are what are called for now. I assure you, I have thought this through. Tony, thanks for a second. Okay. Okay, I believe you, and I trust you. You do? I didn't call everyone here to put you on trial. I just thought we needed to get everything out into the open so we could decide on the future of this thing together. Cap, what do you think about all of this? Doom's right. Huh? Really? I was not expecting that. I agree with you. This isn't working. I expected a pointless fight. But I do not think trying to break through the barrier is any better. If you haven't cracked it by now, there's no guarantee you'll crack it next 6 months. And 6 months is all we've got. That's before getting into the ethics of killing trillions. And Tony, the origin boxes are also a failed concept. I stand by that. But what we're doing now isn't working either. We don't need an ominous visions of the future or potential past to see what's in front of our faces. We are no match for what's already here, much less what's coming. The ultimates have been scattered, fractured, and disoriented, and I blame myself. I've been thinking small, like a soldier, instead of what we need. The truth is, America Chavez and Mr. Cage have been much more effective than I have. We could have all learned a lot from them. I could recommend some reading materials. We need to active outreach. We need to expand the network rapidly. We need to give them something to fight for.
What do you give them?
Something to die for, if need be. But I don't want something to die for. And we must use the Immortus engine to its full potential. It is our greatest weapon. We'll have to think in the fourth dimension if we want to save the world, huh? For at least Well, the truth is, I've already started thinking about the possibilities. You're already making the same mistakes. It can't just be you or Doom or Steve making the decisions this time. For this to work, we need everyone's ideas. We have to try everything to save everything. Once, you will be responsible for untold suffering and the death of trillions, and the others could save everything. America is right. We can trust ourselves. I mean, we can't entrust the future to any three of us. So from here on out, we pull our perspectives and ideas and find ways to combine expertise and enhance our approaches. Nothing is biting, everything is possible. We're going to fix the world. Top down didn't work. Let's try bottom up. Ultimates 2.0? Nah. Okay, then I guess it's unanimous. Dolphins 2.0 is hereby dissolved. Ultimates version 3.0? Let's make sure the next one's better. So, who wants to go first? All dead, huh? Shame it didn't stick. Present company excluded, of course. Listen, Fury, you've made assurances. Then rest assured, I'm a man of my word. When the time comes, and the time will come, you and your husband will be spared, Miss Van Dyne. So long as you tell us everything you have on my personal guarantee. Now, better get back before Hank misses you. We've put groceries in your car for the alibi. Try the feta dip. I hear it's good. And hey, thank you for participating in the Hands and Inform program. We'll be in touch. 6 months remaining.